they have. That's their choice. I
It is,
I
though,
don't
but
hate nobody.
it was looked down on for so long, which, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
they
well, yeah. Look, this is well. I don't know if you have a lot of time, but there's literally a plan from other countries like China that has ways to destroy the United States, and one of those. We're halfway through the list. You know, they introduce pornography to the United States. They introduce, homosexuality, all that shit. And what it's doing is they're trying to introduce it to the kids, which is the biggest
that's
problem.
a fact. It's everywhere. They brainwashing them.
Right. And they're trying to bring it to the kids, which is the biggest problem. They're putting books in the libraries of elementary schools and shit of,
See,
people
now
fucking.
what Flo saying, I have a problem with that. And as a dad yourself,
Right.
I can't force that opinion on you, but I'm saying as a man and as a father myself, I don't appreciate that, bro.
And all that is leading to depopulation. That's all that's the whole
for
main.
sure, but I'm saying, like,
reason
they've been
for
doing
it.
this. They did it in our communities with crack. They thought crack was going to flood the black community, and we had even more babies. They thought alcohol was going to kill our communities. We had even more babies. So it doesn't. That ain't really stop us. Depopulation been out. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely brainwashing, but it's a lot of people that's gay because they've been touched as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
No, for sure. I know there's been victims like that. You know what I'm saying? To me personally, I feel like, yes, it's a horror and a shame that happens to people. I don't condone in that behavior. I would never. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I feel like at a certain point, you do have a decision to make. You can't use that for whole life.
That goes to the biggest problem of them all: human trafficking.
That's a fact.
Sex trafficking, and that's bro, and that's our biggest problem. But we're worried about like pronouns and shit.
Yeah, that's factual. That's what I don't understand. I feel like I don't, like I said, like you could. I had to learn this over time too, because I was on the other spectrum of that, all that hate and all that. I had to learn that, like, yo, they're still human beings at the end of the day, bro. We can't treat them like crap because I don't agree with your lifestyle. And
Yeah,
I'm
no,
at that
I
point
have
in
no
life where
problem
I
with gay
accept
people.
that now. You know, not
I have
now
no problem
I am,
with
but
gay
younger, in my younger years, because you just believe what everybody tell you, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But as I got older, I started understanding, like, yo, bro, they still human beings, bro. I can't just go around and say, oh, because you gay, I'm going to treat you like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to spit on you. I'm going to belittle you, berate you.
Yeah,
like, nah, you
motherfuckers get killed. Motherfuckers just get killed for being gay.
Nah, you can't do that, bro. You can't
like
do that. I don't condone in that, bro. Yes, I don't agree with the lifestyle. I don't condone in it, yeah, but I'm not going to kill you for it. I'm
like
not
them
going
motherfuckers used to get, like, they try to get jobs, they can't get jobs because they gay. Now I'm saying shit like that.
I mean, we been
I
doing
see
in our
what
own communities, bro. That ain't nothing new.
No,
You know what
I'm saying, like,
you qualify because you don't got the skin color. You can't get a job.
It's a skin color on it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's different, but it's been a lot better,
bro. But I feel like we trying to put them two together, and that's
It's not getting better because now it's getting to the kids now.
Yeah, it is, and that's something as a dad I don't condone in, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's literally, bro. It's on television. It's on television. Any show you're watching, any cartoon you're watching, it's all in there now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
whatever you do in your personal time, whatever relationship you have,
is it the commercials? Like, you see Super Bowl commercials where it was gay shit in it. Like, know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
You never used to see shit like that.
Yeah, bro. They even have a commercial on YouTube where they're saying that kids need to have they need to start putting those little posts out in front of libraries for banned books. You get what I'm saying? And they had LGBTQ books labeled on it for children. You get what I'm saying? They're putting this on YouTube.
Yeah, I feel like that's I don't really like that, bro. I don't like that. When you come to the kids, bro, that's a whole nother animal, bro. I don't feel like a child can't make decisions for their own, bro. They don't have a brain to fathom what's being told. They're really impressionable. You know what I'm saying? They that's why they use cartoon characters and certain colors and stuff like that, because it ignites their mind and is more impressionable. They accept it more. And I feel like you can't do that to children. You can't manipulate a child's mind and think that that's okay if they can't speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They can't speak. They can't tell them, oh, I don't like this. This is not right. But you know what's so funny? A child naturally is going to be truthful. A child will tell you quick, fast. You're not supposed to be doing this. This is not. You know what I'm saying? Like a child will go up to another child and tell you a boy. But then when a grown person say it, it's a problem. A child can tell you that. A child got enough sense to tell you you're a boy. Why you got a dress on? Or you a boy and you a girl and you say, why you wear the same clothes as me? Yeah. But it's like, but you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, what about
more honesty and more truth in their bodies and their minds at a young age than a grown man does and a grown woman. You condone it, but a child at that age will tell you quick, fast, that's not right. I don't understand that, bro.
Bro, there's some people out there that are like, they'll have a baby and they'll say that their baby's gay.
Listen, that right there, that conversation should be done, boy. Because I don't even know how to respond to that.
Like, I have a video of a lady that literally says, hey, you know, society tells you to raise your baby up straight. You know, so she's going to raise her baby gay.
I've heard of stories that they tell you now that, I don't know if it's true or not, it probably is, that doctors cannot tell you the gender of your baby because of that. They can only say the baby is healthy. They won't say boy or girl.
Right. What do you think about puberty blockers? This is another thing they're trying to introduce, where they start giving you puberty blockers around 8 years old, all the way up to your 14, where you can decide if you want to be a boy or a girl.
The world we living in, man.
They literally introduced that bill.
I just want to say I'm glad that Trump is all right. We out here. I need to get my T-shirt with his mugshot.
All right. No, did you see the new photo? He got a new photo right there. I put it in the chat. That's a T-shirt right there.
See, now I understand why Chico was saying what he said, because, you know, he said his little brother was there. You know, now I can understand why he feels that way and why he was, you know, saying those things. I mean, it's tough. I would say that, though, especially for the kids, you know what I'm saying, because they don't know how to cope with that, you know what I'm saying, and then that leads to, you know, children suicides and things of that nature. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely get it.
Yeah. Graham, where you go?
I'm right here.
I feel like a lot of times, like, we need to understand, like,
I gotta let these other voices be heard.
They not aliens or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they got lifestyles that you might not agree with, but you can't make it seem like they, you know, whatever. Like, can't do that. I know a lot of times we've been so used to doing that now that, oh, they gay, nigga, you gay, boy. I ain't with that. All right, you might not be with that, but doesn't mean you treat them like scum. They're still human beings, bro. You can't treat them like dirt. Like I said, I've been said this, and anybody who knows me personally knows I don't condone in that life. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not gonna treat somebody like crap because of their lifestyle choice. That's not that. I have no right to do that.
Yeah, Graham.
It's the people that know that and they still treat them like that. That's the issue we have.
Not to change the subject or anything, but like Chico had said, like, you know, women's rights. You know, women back in the day didn't want these rights, like the right to vote and all that shit.
Yeah.
Graham, did you know that?
That women didn't want these rights?
They didn't want the right to vote. They didn't care for it.
Nah, I didn't know that.
They didn't care the right to work. You know what I'm saying? They didn't care for it. Why? Because they were at home taking care of their children, raising their family. You know what I'm saying? While the husband provided for the whole family, right? And had the means to do so for a large family.
I mean, right? I believe a lot of that was from the war, though, because they were getting, so many husbands were getting killed. They had to, like, even the playing field. That's why you see the women joining the army and stuff like that. And
no, they did it to break up the nuclear family, bro. Literally to take both parents.
Like, as far as the numbers, like, they try to get the numbers up because so many people were dying in those wars.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like wars, they create all the wars. They pay for all the wars. So all that is basically like excuses for what they want to get done. You know what I'm saying? So what they wanted to get done, the core of what they wanted to do was destroy the nuclear family, where the father provides for the family and the mother basically raises the child to how they want their child to be, right? So then it turned into women want the right to vote, which could split up the family, right? Because before the marriage in the marriage they didn't talk about politics. You know what I'm saying? Only the husband really voted. The husband voted. All right. So he was, you know, doing shit for the house, right? He was taking charge like, you know, a man should. But what do you call it? So they gave them the right to vote, and then the equality came for women where they wanted to do just as much as, right? That's where the feminism came in, and they fucking started, you know, saying that they wanted to work, and that took the woman out of the house, and now your children are being raised at a public school. They're being raised outside your house.
Yep.
The TV is now raising your child.
Yep.
Because your parents are too busy to make money to fucking provide for the family, or the mother no longer wants to stay at home with their kid because they have bigger dreams. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a woman's biggest dream to have a child and have a big ass family. They took that dream away.
Or they didn't probably take it. They made it extremely hard now.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Because they changed the dynamic. Now it's like, okay, the women got to go out and work too now. So now, like, you're right. And I definitely agree to that as far as, like, the children being raised. Now we got TV and we got school teachers having to play parent to children that's not theirs.
Right. So then now you're stuck with a kid that has the opinion of whatever the world wants it to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, was that?
Well, there's some kids that end up killing their parents with some of the shit they see. You know what I'm saying? That school shootings, all that shit. All influence. What's up, bro?
I was gonna say, was that before blacks were free?
What?
The whole idea of women not wanting the rights and all women staying home because they've been taking away the male from the black family since the beginning of time.
No, bro, you know, in the 60s, when, you know, America was definitely racist, right? Black people were living better off than they are now.
No, I hear what you're saying, but the idea was always to take the man away from the family.
Right, regardless of skin color.
Well, I don't know. My fight is only with with the blacks. I don't know what the white people were doing because they were living well.
Bro, not every white person lives well. There are people that, I mean, bro, the country is 60% white.
And so, I'm talking about the percentage that did. I'm not talking about the. I told you it's an economic thing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if the country is 60% white, we already know that a lot of white people are going to accomplish a lot of shit because there's a lot of white people in this country, right? And if there's a certain percentage that's Hispanic, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's going to be a low percentage of Hispanics that accomplish things because there's only so much of us, right? But when you take that and you create, what the fuck? I didn't even ask for it back. When you take that and then you say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, you put racism into it, you know what I'm saying? It starts not to make sense.
I have no idea where you went with that. Yeah, I have no idea where you went with that. I'm just saying that black in the black families.
I'm saying it has nothing to do with race. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay, that has nothing to do with race. Okay.
Yeah, because like they're literally just trying to destroy every type of family. It doesn't matter. It's literally all for that goal, bro. It's not. They had a goal like hundreds of years ago. It wasn't gonna just happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? And we're seeing it to fruition.
Oh, my fault.
Basically. And like I told you earlier, all they do is divide us any way they can. Black, white, you know what I'm saying? Like it's, you know, political, red.
Yeah, but blue. It was at a time, but I think I hear what you're saying, and I agree that it was more during a time when when it was noticeable. It was very noticeable that we were the minority and we were oppressed. We didn't see white people oppressed. They were being treated bad, or the ones that were poor white folk, they might have been getting treated bad as well, but they wasn't oppressed.
Okay, right. But we're talking about I get what happened, right? With slavery and everything. I get that 100%. And I get that it was wrong. But remember, like I said, this country was the first country to get out of slavery. Right?
I mean, but the funny thing is you can't bypass it just because it was wrong.
What do you mean?
You can't bypass it and say, like, you know, I understand and this is what this is and that's what that is. It's a fact that's gonna always remain.
But how does slavery from back then remain today?
In a lot of different ways. They just changed the format of it. That's all.
How though? But what I'm saying is how does black people, just black people, because that's what you're saying, right? That are being affected today?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So how is it the same? How does it carry over? How did it carry over? I'm saying that the people, the powers that be, always wanted to break up families. I guess this was a plot that they've had from the beginning of existence, because they've always tried to take the man, and I can only speak for black people, they always try to take the black man away from his family. You take the head of the snake away.
Now they got the sisters doing it now.
Yeah, but this was however it may be, whatever the case.
Why would more fathers in the home, black fathers too, in the 60s than they are now, and we're less racist of a country than we were then?
I wouldn't say that. I would have to do. I hear you, but it's almost like that's an unbelievable statistic that I would have to look up myself. I don't think that there was more blacks in the home than it was then.
In the 60s, bro?
Look it
up.
I think so, though.
Bro, look it up, bro.
Remember, marriages were really valued back then, too. So
yes, bro.
Yeah, they was.
Yes.
Yeah, you know,
look it up, bro. I will bet money.
Our grandmas, I will bet money. And our grandpas were married 30, 40, 50 years. Nana was married 40, 50 years, had 30 kids, grandkids. So
yes, bro. So how does that make sense? How are we racist of a country now, and that you know, slavery is still, you know what I'm saying, prominent nowadays?
I already told you why, because they're employing this doing it now. You got Sexy Red in them and all these other sisters that's making you think that it's okay to want to do
that's propaganda. That's all propaganda.
Yeah, of course. They incentivize welfare to get the men out of the home so you could get extra money on.
Yes, there's many ways they do it. There's many ways they do it.
Yeah.
But they started with the right to vote and all that.
But that was the point I was making. They started way before the right to vote, my nigga. That's what I'm saying. They started way back before voting was even a thing.
Okay, what do you mean before voting was a thing?
Before voting was before we even had rights as being human beings. We were less than shit.
Yeah, he's talking about like, all right, in slavery time when the master came, he usually took the male.
Okay,
take the male because he was stronger. He could provide more, so he could make more money off him. So now you take him out the home, and now it's only the wife and kids. So now you just broke up the structure.
Right, but that was happening all over the world. That was happening all over the world. So like, what? How does that time affect today? Is what I'm asking.
I mean, the ramifications are still there, like mentally, of course.
For how? For who? Nobody was in it. There's no black today that was living in that time, right?
No, I'm saying as far as like generational wise, like if you heard the stories and you got
Yeah, no, for sure.
and
If you heard the
pictures and all
stories,
that.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, I get the stories. You know what I'm saying? I get that you have emotion to the stories, but they're not your experience, right? You didn't experience it. You just heard the story. So
No,
like,
that's for sure,
what does that story?
What you mean? I mean, yeah, you got to, because that's a healthy conversation. Like you don't expect everybody to agree with what you're saying, because then that would be one-sided conversation.
I'm not saying yes or agreeing with anything. There's certain aspects of what's said that's understandable, and there's certain aspects of what's said that needs clarification.
Yeah, exactly. You just basically just hit the nail on the head.
Like he's asking, what does it have to do with today? I'm saying they still taking us away by incarcerating us for dumb shit and making laws and everything. So now you got women raising fucking kids in the household. Same difference.
But that's the reason, though.
What's the reason?
That's what started it. Is what you're saying?
No, I'm not. Why are you always putting things in my mouth, bro? I'm not saying
asking,
that's not.
Bro,
so
is
no.
that a question? Did you not hear the question mark?
Yeah, but I feel. I'm sorry.
So what's up, bro?
I don't believe in certain things being. Any question is valid. That question wasn't valid to me. Like. That's not what I'm saying. I won't ask you
no questions, bro. Then I won't ask you no questions.
No, like, you can ask questions, but
that's crazy.
But that was that's like saying, oh, so you think killing me will? No, who said anything about that? You're asking a question about something that didn't have any bearing on what was being talked about.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't say anything about this is what I believe to be now. Whatever your question was. It had nothing to do with what was being talked about, in my opinion.
Sure. Because I'm just talking out of my ass, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said, no, what? Yeah, he's confusing me. Anybody say you talking out your ass?
We asked the question.
No, like, what do you mean drifting off? The conversation, like, we're having different conversations. It's not meaning I'm drifting off. Like, what do you mean I'm drifting off? Yeah, that's not drifting off. That's just, like, talking about different topics.
Nah, that's the... Nah, I know what you're saying, but that's not...
Bro, we don't have a main topic that we're talking about. What's the main topic we're talking about, bro? We're just having a conversation.
Barbershop talk. Like when you talk about barbershop, you don't stick to one thing, bro.
Like talking about drifting off. Like we're supposed to stick to one topic and you stay on that topic. That sounds crazy.
That's what you really mean. You don't want to hear it. Just say that, bro.
Yeah, bro. Mute us, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, you saying
it's crazy.
You don't want to hear it, just say that,
Turn
bro.
off the mic, bro. Shit. Dude, crazy.
I respect it. I mean, you don't...
No, I don't see... Hey, yo, I don't think he said anything wrong that warrants... Hey, yo, just... I mean, you saying that if he didn't want to hear it would be insight on your opinion on what he said, and that's... I could see that being manageable, but to say, you know, turn off. No, you did say that, Cavs.
No, I'm saying no, but he said it though. So I just.
No. Yeah, I know, and I could.
Oh, okay.
He didn't say he didn't want to hear what was being said.
He did say that.
Oh, I didn't hear him say that. I
don't want to hear it.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
And I said, okay, so just say that. Don't use. But we see that kind of mindset.
You lost, bro.
It triples us, bro. It triples us because now we don't have the open dialogue that we need to advance as people.
Yeah, that's exactly what's wrong with America. People that don't want to talk about
everybody
shit.
Just got this one-sided thinking, and then we want to stay. Yeah, that's
right.
Nah, I feel you.
We
I feel
haven't
you. I
heard
think
nothing,
gotta
bro.
make
We
it.
haven't heard nothing. All we heard is I don't want to hear it. So we're supposed to take you at face value, right? Bro, you don't know how to have a conversation. That's fine.
He said, "There you go."
Bro, you're the one who said.
My wifey, there you go. Oh, you see the kid. Oh.
Bro, but you're not understanding what I'm saying. How am I supposed to take you at face value when I barely heard you have a conversation with us now, and the only thing that I really heard you say was you don't want to hear it. But I'm supposed to take you at face value that if you talk about it all the time. I don't know you, bro. Right.
I mean, it's always a touchy subject, I guess. Nah, you know, like, it's different, like, because we experience it on the daily. Like, I feel like that's why we don't really have the, but we need to stop doing that, like, being too close-minded about things. Gotta talk about this, because it's killing us, bro. At the end of the day, we dying because of this, bro. We're not knowledgeable. We don't want to express this to our communities, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Facts. Yeah.
But maybe it starts with dialogue.
It starts with conversation, though. Yeah, dialogue, exactly.
It starts with dialogue.
But we're supposed to take them at face value.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, I ain't mad at that. You draining, yeah. I could agree with that.
And especially when people get in their feelings. No, I said that, yeah, for sure. And that's the dialogue we need to make healthy, because we shouldn't be in our feelings of conversation. Like, that's... We shouldn't at all.
That's a feminine trait, bro. Women get in their feelings when you conversate. Amongst men, we and this has been throughout history. We have reason and logic. We can speak with each other and come to a commonality. It's just that nowadays we don't have that same type of mindset no more.
Wow.
We just get in arguments. We just get in our feelings. We talk, you know. We say things that, you know what I'm saying, that's not even conducive to conversation. Like, you know, fighting, arguments, yeah, somebody getting shot, you know what I'm saying, off a conversation that could be therapeutic. Now we do. I mean, but it start with us, though.
Now, here you go. I would like to know what things we need to work on first. Maybe other people need to hear it.
All right, I'll tell you what. First thing would be treating our brother like ourselves, bro. We got to stop doing that. We got to love each other.
We got to stop treating our brothers like ourselves?
No, like, we got to start. You got to start. If you, you know what I'm saying, the respect you have for yourself, use that to your brother. If I don't like be calling something, or I don't like to be treated a certain way, I want to treat my brother the same way. And I'm not just saying brother as in blood brother. I'm talking about brother as in, you know what I'm saying, our communities, our families, like everybody. Like, we need to start doing that. That's going to open up a lot of different avenues for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't do that. We rather make it, and we leave our brother stranded. And we shining and we doing this. And meanwhile, my brother need a handout and I can help him out. And I'm like, nah, nigga, figure it out for yourself. That's what's killing us. You know what I'm saying? The crab in the barrel mentality. You know what I'm saying? We all crabs in the barrel. Whoever reached the top is like, F y'all niggas at the bottom. That's what's killing us. We need to get out that mindset, bro. If my brother needs to make it and I'm somewhere I can make it, and I'm somewhere and I got level playing ground, I'm like, yo, I'm going to bring my brother up. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? You bring the next one up. That's how we supposed to do. We don't do that. We get on and it's like, F y'all niggas. Y'all niggas is bums. Y'all ain't getting no money. You're not touching no bags. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the mindset we need to change first, bro. Yeah, exactly. You get a little advancement at your job, you become assistant manager, and I'm still mopping floors. And instead of helping me get to your, when you get to manager, helping me be assistant manager, you laughing at me and like, oh, this nigga bum. Meanwhile,
And
we
why are
was in
you
the same
passing it to
position.
the AI?
You know what I'm saying? That's number one. That's for sure. Secondly, would be we gotta get back into these homes, bro. We gotta start being men. We gotta be family men. You know what I'm saying? We created a family. We gotta be there for our children. That's what we gotta do, bro. And I'm speaking to myself. I'm not saying that to anybody. I'm speaking to myself when I say this too. I got 3 daughters, so I'm speaking this to myself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dangers children's facing that we didn't have to face when we was kids. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be there.
What about that? That makes sense to me, Kaz. But wouldn't it? I think it has to be a more of a discussion between man and female, you know, in our communities, because we have certain perceptions of each other that are fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
That was created.
Yeah, so we have to
My fault. I had to.
we have to, you know, we have to correct that. Because as much as we want to be here for our children, you have a kid with a woman and she want to do this and then you want to do that, and then next thing you know, you got a broken home. Because people don't have no values. They don't believe in none of that shit no more.
No, for a fact, but I think we have to get back to knowing that it starts with us, though. If we not go with ourselves as a man and as a father, we can't have that discussion with our women. You know what I'm saying? Like, it starts with us. I can't come to my woman and say, you know, so-and-so, we need to help each other. But it's like, okay, well, I'm not even right yet as a man. My mentality is not there.
Well,
you know
right,
what I'm saying? I
but
might
what
be
if,
broken
what
still.
if you are? What if you are?
Oh, now if you are, that's a different story. Now we can have that discussion now. Now I can say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Now that
if you a dude that keep it 100, you know, I mean, everybody can learn and grow and learn new things and become a better person, become a better you. But for the most part, living in today's world, you think you're more than a stand-up dude. You're more than a stand-up man, more than a person who wants to do and provide for his family. So now you talk to the female and she ain't with none of that shit. What do you do?
And I mean, it's nothing really you can do at the end of the day.
So then,
like,
how we ever? So we never
opinion.
gonna correct. We never gonna correct the problem, in my opinion. Because if the woman ain't on the same page.
But if you can't, like they say, you know how we say you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So I could come to you, have that discussion, open my heart to you, and you still be like, I'm not with it. Then it's like, what do you do after that? You can't do nothing. All you could do is say, okay, well, based on that discussion, I have to move in the direction. We got to understand, too, sometimes in our communities, we try to keep things together, knowing that it doesn't work. It's like putting a square peg in a round hole. If me and you together and we had children and it doesn't work out, I can't keep coming to you knowing that you're not going to be on the same page as me. I have to move forward now. But at the same time, we still got to come together to raise our children. But in our communities, we don't do that. We just say F her. And then
we don't say F her. I think 70% of it is F him.
Yeah. I mean, it could go both ways too, because I know that not every female doesn't want to keep things together. Some of us, we want to be a-holes too. You know what I'm saying? We want to be a-holes and be like, oh, wow, you know what I'm saying? That's on you. You go raise them. I'm gonna do me.
I think the time is changing to where there's more deadbeat moms
than
ever before.
I agree. And that's because of what they're propagating with this music, the women, and you know. And everybody can say what they want, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know, the Sexy Reds and all these other females that are portraying that F the nigga, get to the bag, you know what I'm saying? Worry about your kids when you want to, get fly, get up, you know, be outside and all that other stuff. So that's killing us. You know what I'm saying? And whether women want to admit it or not, that's killing us. Not to say that we ain't doing better, because there's a lot of us that's not, you know what I'm saying? I can't speak for other men, but I'm just saying it's a lot of men at large, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of us that's not doing what we're supposed to do. And we can't expect a woman to be led if you're not doing what you're supposed to do. I can't You can't expect a woman to submit and you not doing you, bro. It's not gonna happen. And I feel like a lot of times as men, we gotta take that. We got